Let's talk about the Patriots offense. How will the massively valuable ground pie, aforementioned ground pie, running back workload in New England be distributed, especially at the goal line? How will Brady gel with his new targets? Wolf, break it down.
Yep. So we're looking at both aerial pies and ground pies and that question. And when you talk about the Patriots offense, we know it's going to be toward the top of the NFL. It hasn't been outside the top 10 in so many years, maybe not even the top 5. So we know this is a valuable offense to track. That's why you need to track it. It's Tom Brady's offense. It's a good line, and just whatever is getting blessed by the hand of Brady is going to be valuable in fantasy. We know last 2 years this backfield has accumulated the second most fantasy points in back-to-back seasons as a total backfield. There is a lot of value both in the backfield, both out wide. So we really need to study this. What do we know already? Not a whole ton, because it's the Patriots. You don't think a lot's going to be released ever out of New England. They're steel traps out there. But Mike Reese, a long-time beat writer from New England, says he thinks Burkhead's going to keep that goal line role. That might be the most valuable role in all of the backfield, of course, because you're just going to constantly be just plunge. We saw Blunt fall forward for like 18 touchdowns not 2 seasons ago. So if Burkhead is going to be locked in there, that makes him an insane value where he's going right now at 97 overall, RB 38. Ridiculous that you can get this guy in round 9 and potentially he's going to be he's an easy bet for 10-plus touchdowns if he is at that actual role. He had 8 and 10 gains last year. Even if he just maintains that role, it's a huge one. Sony Michel, one of the most explosive potential talents, definitely more explosive than Burkhead if he can translate from what we saw on the college tape, just a violent slashing runner that could be – he often is compared to Alvin Kamara. This offense is as explosive as the Saints, so if the Patriots choose to use him that way – there is the potential for him to have an Alvin Kamara type of ceiling, again, assuming his talent makes that leap just as well as Alvin Kamara did. Of course, that's 10%, 20% chance he actually makes that 10%, I would say, that type of impact. But the ceiling is there. That could totally happen. So this backfield's, of course, extremely valuable. And then there's so many new targets right now with Edelman being suspended for 4 weeks, with Brandon Cooks now out of the picture. Is it going to be Chris Hogan? Is he going to be the absolute dominant target hog? They're saying he's been looking really good so far in all the OTAs and whatnot. But who else might play? And, Cordarrelle Patterson, they've talked up a little bit. Maybe he becomes the deep guy once Brandon Cooks is removed. Maybe Philip Dorsett finally does something for once in his career. Jordan Matthews is a guy, though, out of all the guys. Of course, Hogan's at the top of my list right now because he's going to be that number one option. And he has the established chemistry with Brady. But I'd really be looking at Jordan Matthews right now as well. Mike Rice predicted he's going to make the roster. He's going to inherit that kind of slot role in Julian Edelman's absence. Very valuable chunk of the aerial pie, even if it's only for 4 weeks. Then you could even, he doesn't get drafted. You could do Jordan Howard, your last pick, take Edelman in round 7, and kind of lock up that Patriots slot receiver for the whole season. I think that's a great steal of a price right now.